All right, I'm live. Hello, hello. Welcome to my channel, Inviting Possibilities. My name is Rochelle, and it has been a day. If I'm honest, it has been a week. Yes, lots of intensity flowing around, and just trying my best to breathe, to stay grounded, to not let frustration get the best of me. Tell you, dealing with the cell phone company, it's enough to drive me totally insane. And then there's work, and then I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. Everyone's got a story. Everyone's got something going on. Seems like this past year has been just one big ball of curveballs, basically, for all of us. So lots of opportunities to flex our patience muscles. Yes, and patience has come up more than a couple times, I think, in my reading. So yeah, so I decided to come home and jump on doing this right away, feeling like I have a lot of kind of pent up energy, and decided I wanted to channel that into my reading, or allow it to be included in what's channeled. So I want to apologize real quick for any weirdness that might happen with this video. Pretty much every video, there is some issue, glitchy, off. It's annoying, but again, another opportunity to flex that patience muscle. It won't be like this forever. So today, I am feeling drawn to work with the Good Tarot, Colette Baron Reed. And this deck, I really like. I like the images. It's meant to be picked, all the cards are meant to be picked upright, so no reverse cards, which is a normal thing for tarot. So in that sense, it also makes it a little bit easier for me, slightly less to try and wrap my brain around. I'm still, barely good at this. I'm still reading from the book, but I always end up feeling inspired to expand on whatever is on the cards or in the book. So hopefully there's a message in here. There should be, even just a little bit, there should be a message in here for you if you are here. So with that, I'm just going to dive right in. I've already shuffled my cards, and I'm just going to pick right now. Here we go. Oh, 3 of Water. It's a mermaid. Those pearls. Yeah, she's got 3 shells holding pearls. That seems like a good sign. Let's find out. Water typically is emotion. What am I saying? 3 of Water. 3 of Cups in the regular tarot. Celebration, enjoying community, sharing, exuberance, team spirit, common goal, and friendship. Oh, this is awesome. This already makes me feel better. Okay, so it says, joy and excitement flow among all those gathered. I embrace being a part of something larger than myself. It's a time to delight in the camaraderie as I experience the greater whole that is my community or team. We buoy each other and play together as we co-create. We are friends, family, and companions sharing our experiences. It is a time to remember we must accept each other as we are, with both shadow and light within. Yes, we are all spiritual beings having a human experience, And the way we show up in our human form is different from one another, but there is always a common thread. And especially those that we're connecting with now are especially important for where we're headed, for whatever path that we're on. And many of us are beginning new paths. And um, and I keep getting this message that it's as we focus on ourselves and what we're doing, then we will be coming together with others who are doing the same and start collaborating. And our paths, I've kind of been saying, our paths will merge and create superhighways. And I'm really feeling like this is going to create, eventually create a um, pretty major paradigm shift across our our sort of personal and local communities, but then beyond as well. That it's going to have a big ripple effect, and nicely, we're all connected globally through social media and the internet and all that, and more than ever, we are being brought together as a species. Um, taking away the the lines that we draw to separate ourselves, either geographic lines, um, or even something that comes to mind like political affiliations, or I think that's the biggest example that I can think of where people are really divided. And it's time to stop focusing on the things that separate us and acknowledge, like I said, acknowledge the similarities and come together on those terms, because we are all here doing the best we can with what we have and what we know, and having compassion for one another. And yeah, so this is a great card. I love this. um, Friendship, community. It's great. Okay, the next card. My goodness. I try and be quick. I watched someone give a tarot reading today, and she had like 30 cards on the table, and it took her less than 15 minutes to give a reading. So someday maybe I will get to that point, but for now, this is how I'm doing it. So this is the Page of Fire. This is really pretty. I like all the rainbow colors around her. A page is usually, well, I won't say. I'm just going to read from the book. Fire is wands and is usually, I think, action and passion. All right, let's see. Page of Fire. Enthusiastic action, adventurousness, venturing forth, beginning a project, acting on a new idea. I am free to venture forth, for co-creating a life true to my desire is my right. I am finding my purpose as I take the first step into something new. My ideas have value. I dream boldly. This is so exciting. I love this card. Yes, beginning the journey, taking that first step. Immediately, this made me think of a friend who wants, is kind of tired of the same old day to day, what has been come to be known as Blur's Day this last year for so many people. Um, and it's kind of like, yeah, on the surface, everything's good. Got a job, got my family, don't really have too much to complain about. And yet something's missing. Just feeling like, maybe there's some boredom there, maybe kind of a little bit of what's the point, um, feeling, just that feeling, that urge, that inner call from that deepest, most authentic part of ourselves that's like, hey, this isn't working anymore. All these kind of surfacey things, yes, they're nice, but ultimately they're not fulfilling, and it's not the point of why we are here. I believe that we are here on this planet, that we all chose to come here to learn lessons, to go beyond our comfort zone, to stretch into something new that is not so familiar. And so now seems to be a time when so many of us are being called, are getting that message to, like, just go for it. Whatever that thing is that's been in you, that little spark that's been, like, barely lit, I don't know how you say that, but it wants to turn into a flame. And for many of us, we've been keeping it small, not allowing it to grow, not feeding it and making it into the awesome thing that will move us into the life that we want. Yeah. And this feels very like, if this isn't happening for you right now, it's coming really soon. Like, it's saying, if you haven't taken that step, take it now, or take it tomorrow, or, at your earliest convenience. Don't wait too long, because not only are you holding yourself back and kind of technically hurting yourself, because not letting yourself truly express, I think, is one of the things that leads us to getting sick, getting, when we're not happy, it physically affects us. And so this is a time to say, you know what? Yeah, maybe I have my full-time job. Yes, I have my family. Yes, I have these things that I am committed to right now. But every day I can do this one thing that will move me even just an inch forward. And it doesn't have to be huge. It doesn't have to be crazy all at once. But as long as you keep taking those little steps, it's going to build momentum, and it's going to feel good to you, and you're going to want to keep doing it. It's kind of like me with this channel. When I started, I should say before I started, I was so intimidated. This was the scariest thing for me, to come on here and read cards that I barely knew anything about, that I've loved forever, but like, who am I to show up and do readings, and to also just show up and talk. I mean, that's been really scary for me too. And through this process, um, it gets more and more fun, and I'm feeling the momentum, and I'm like, yeah, okay, I'm finding my groove. Like, it's still not perfect. Maybe it'll never be perfect, but that's not the point. It's about taking imperfect action. And as you take each step, you'll figure out how to take the next step. It's sort of like driving at night where, maybe 20 feet in front of you is illuminated by the headlights. You can't see what's beyond the headlights. You can only see the part that's illuminated. So you just keep driving, knowing that the next section will be illuminated, and then the next section after that. And you just go knowing that this road you're on, this path, is going to take you where you need to go. Usually, of course, when we're driving, we know the end destination. And maybe that's the point, is that when we're starting this path, we have an idea of where we're going. And just be open to any detours you might come across, because that might lead you to an even better destination than you had even thought of or considered when you first started. So, yeah, do it. Start it. Do that thing. Begin that dream. Charlie says, yes, do it. All right, last card. What's it going to be? Six of Earth. I picked this one before. Six of Earth. What? Yeah, so this time we have water, fire, and earth. Six of Earth. Unexpected resources, happy surprises, generosity. Oh my gosh. This is about, as you step onto your path, unexpected gifts and help is going to start coming to you. It says, what I have sent forth in love comes back to me many times over. As the generosity of others becomes apparent and unexpected resources show up. The universe is exhibiting its generosity, reminding me that the world is full of pleasant surprises. Inside the pretty package is tangible aid, a gift from Spirit. Just when I was beginning to doubt, I am reminded of the treasures I am entitled to receive that show up at my door. What will I unwrap today? Yes. Yes. All you are required to do is to take those baby steps. And all you need, all that is required for your journey will show up in one form or another. And when you're doing the thing that feels good, that lights you up, that you could do it forever, that you've been wanting to do for a long time, that you could do, and it would be fine if you didn't get paid for, but doing it as a job would be even better because it doesn't even feel like work. That's the thing. And maybe it's a series of things for you. And again, maybe it'll change as you move on the path, but it's time to start, because as you go, those resources will show up, and it's about having faith and trusting that's what's going to happen, because it is. And these cards, I mentioned this yesterday, but the way the cards work is they tap in to the energy that's already here. So they're not so much predictive. I mean, they can be, I guess. They are speaking to the energy that is here, and you have the choice. So there's always free will. And the cards are saying, if you use your will, if you follow the signs that are like clear neon arrows saying this way, it it's inevitable that it's going to lead to amazing places and to the people who are really going to support you and be there for you and be able to collaborate with you and all the fun stuff. What an amazing reading. I already feel so much better. And I knew when I got home, I was like, I got to do this right now because it will help me, and it has. And I'm happy that you were here with me on my crazy are here with me on my crazy journey, and if you watched any of my other videos, that you continue to support me. I really appreciate it. I'm so grateful. And I wish you well on your journey. We're all in this together. Just remember that you're not alone. Help is there at your fingertips. So, all right. I hope you have a wonderful tonight, a wonderful tomorrow, wherever you are in the world, and I will see you on the next video. Mwah. Oh yeah, and like and subscribe if you want.